What's going on, Pisces? Welcome back to Grizzly Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your bi-weekly general reading. This reading can resonate to any situation going on in your life right now. I'm not fixating or trying to get it to focus on anything specific. Like how last week was your love reading. We're not doing that. This can resonate to anything, okay? So take it and apply it to your situation going on, whatever it makes sense to you. That's what it's about, okay? Whatever messages come through for you, that's what it's about, okay? And remember, these are general readings, so they're not going to resonate to everyone. There are a lot of Pisces in the world, so if it doesn't resonate, don't try and force it to resonate. If it does, awesome, glad to hear it. If it does, hit that thumbs up button, share it, show your friends and family, all that cool stuff. This reading can also resonate to your sun, moon, or rising sign. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to link in the description of the website that you can go to find out your birth chart. And in that birth chart, it'll tell you all your signs. So what you're going to do is you click the link, enter in all the information that it asks, hit submit, and scroll down, and it's going to have like 3 or 4 charts or whatever. I think it's in that first one. You're going to see sun, moon, and then your rising. Your rising is going to be, it won't say rising, it'll say ascend or ascendant or ASC, something like that. So look for that. And you look for the sign that's next to it, and that's your rising, right? Same with sun and moon. Whatever sign is next to it, that is your sun or moon sign. So if this video doesn't resonate, you can look at your moon sign, see what your moon sign is, and then go watch that sign's video, and it might resonate. Similar to your rising. If your sun or moon doesn't resonate, go ahead and watch your rising sign. Or you can watch all 3. They might all resonate and be talking about the same situation, but put a different spin on it. I've had that, and maybe I've had that before, and maybe it'll like help clarify everything that's going on. Friends, I will talk to you later. This is the 12 card Celtic cross for your situation going on here. But one thing I decided in the first couple videos I did, I was suggesting all like different scenarios that like this reading could be and trying to make sense of it so that way I could understand it, but it's not my reading to understand. And I realized like it was making the videos super long. Like I think Aquarius was like 23 minutes long. And that was one of the first videos where I was like, you know what, I'm not going to suggest scenarios, but I was suggesting scenarios left and right. I just did Cancer. Cancer was like 14 minutes because I didn't suggest any scenarios. I think I suggested one scenario. Okay, so I'm going to try not to suggest scenarios because it makes the video stupid long. And let's jump into it. 2 more shuffles. Let's shuffle. All right, so Pisces, whatever's going on, you've made up your mind about something, okay? I could say you haven't made up your mind, but your current situation is 2 swords in reverse. It can talk about a stalemate, but typically I read a 2 in reverse is like, you decided, right? 2s talk about juggling. So the 2 in reverse, it's like, no, I decided I'm not juggling anymore. I know what the fuck I want. So it's like you have, no, I'm not going to suggest situations or scenarios. Okay, whatever it is, you decided on what you wanted, okay? But what's opposing that, you have an offer here. You have the Page of Pentacles. So like, it's a solid, stable offer here. Something's being offered to you, but you're like, I'm saying you don't want this because of all the other corresponding cards. But whatever you decided about this, you made up your mind about this offer, okay? In the past, you have 10 of Cups reversed, which talks about like lack of like emotional fulfillment. 10 of Cups is the emotional fulfillment card, like the like happy, loving family situation, right? In the reverse, it's like, nope, you don't have any of that. Like, so in the past, you were very upset, didn't have like a stable, happy situation, right? Your goal here is the Queen of Wands, which talks about gaining self-confidence or like being self-confident, like knowing your sense of self-worth, being strong and independent, and like being passionate about your own desires, and like independently confident. And yeah, that's like the biggest thing I always take away, that and like your sense of self-worth, right? So like your goal here is to be strong and independent and know who you want and what you want. Again, I say who you want just because like I'm used to doing love reads, but anyway, ignore that. I mean, it might be for you, for someone anyway. But your goal is to be like independent and confident, because what's driving you is the Four of Cups in reverse. Which Four of Cups in reverse to me always talks about missing an opportunity or passing an opportunity up, right? So it's like you're passing an opportunity up because you'd rather like focus on yourself and your independence and your like working on your confidence and shit like that first, right? And so what you have in your near future is the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man, a lot of people get like confused with this card. They think it's like a negative card. It's actually not a negative card. It talks about like stagnancy and like not moving in a situation, but in a good way. Okay. So because he's sitting here, he's not like fighting to try and get out of it, right? He's kind of just like succumb to it and just like, is succumb the right word to do? I don't know. He's kind of just like accepted it and like he's making himself comfortable. He's like, I'm just gonna chill here. Yeah, whatever. He's got his legs crossed, like he's just chilling. Like he's like, whatever. I'm here. I might as well just be here. But because he's looking at things differently, he becomes enlightened because he's looking at everything from a new perspective, right? So near future, like you're gonna be looking at everything from a new perspective. You're gonna be enlightened to the situation, to like another perspective on the situation, and that'll actually probably help you. Okay, the Hangman can be a really good card because it's like taking a step back and like looking at things from a new perspective instead of just trying to go and possibly missing details or like passing up things that like shouldn't be passed up. So in the future, and I'm not saying like this shouldn't be passed up, like it looks like you're passing up an opportunity. I'm not going to tell you whether that's right or wrong, but in the future you're going to be looking at things from a new perspective, and that could alter your mind and be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have passed this up. But it could also make you be like, I was right to pass that up, right? So that's coming up in your near future. Energy needed. I'm not promoting rain, but I love rain. So anyway, in your in your internal influence, you have the Chariot in reverse. Inside, you're like, nope, not going forward. I'm putting a stop to it. I don't want it to go forward. Maybe you're just delaying it. Maybe you're just putting it off. But if what's driving you is you're trying to pass this opportunity up, no, I don't think so. I think it's you're like, no, I'm stopping this. It's not going any forward anymore. Like, I don't want it to go anywhere. I want this to just stop. That's your mentality on it. Like, that's your thoughts on it. And that's where you are inside of you. But outside of you, you have the Ace of Cups, which is like a grand gesture of love. It's an emotional card. It doesn't have to be love, but it could be, or it is emotions. But it is like the love card, or a love card. So you have this grand gesture of love or like of emotion outside of you. And that's what's coming in, or like this person wants to offer, the situation wants to offer like a love offer, but you're like inside, you're like, nope, this is not going any further. I don't want it to go any further. Like, it's just, no. Okay. And this does come across as a love read, and a couple of them have come across as love reads so far. But again, applied to your situation, doesn't have to be. But your hope here is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Like, you're hoping that either you're not going to walk forward and like offer this person or situation like emotion or love, or you're hoping this person is not going to come forward and try to offer you emotion and love. And this is actually funny as I'm looking at the two cards here. The Knight of Cups is actually, since it's in the reverse, it's facing the Hanged Man, right? So like, if he was upright, he'd be moving forward, right? Getting away from this. In the reverse, what you're hoping for, like this is your hope, or no, I'm sorry, this is your near future, and this is your hope. Like, you're hoping to go towards this. You're hoping to look at things from a new perspective, but you don't want to offer that love, like you, or that whatever it is. Like you just want to, you're hoping to not push this forward romantically. I think so, or emotionally. So it's like you're trying to just like sit back and look at things differently, but like take a break from things and stop trying to rush ahead. The Hangman is a card of not rushing ahead or not moving. The Knight of Cups in reverse talks about something not moving forward. Your internal influence, the Chariot in reverse, not moving forward. So like you don't want to move forward on this, whatever it is. But what is your fear here? Your fear is the Three of Wands in reverse. So Three of Wands is like waiting on your ships to come in. It's confusing just because like it's like waiting on your ships to come in. Like you had these grand plans, like all of these ideas, so like you set them in motion and you set them out, and it's like you're sitting there waiting for them to come in. Okay. There's two ways to look. There's a couple ways to look at this. One is these ships are going out to sea, right? He's in there. See, there's a ship there. There's two ships there, and some people read it as like the ships are going out to sea. He set his plans in motion, so he's like waiting for the ships to go out, do their thing, and come back. Another way of looking at it is the ships are coming in, and he's like, oh, okay, I made these plans, I set them in motion, and like now I'm just waiting for them to come back in, right? So in the reverse, I think what you're afraid of is basically like not getting a return on your investment here, and not necessarily your investment, because clearly you're not investing in this, but like you're afraid that you denying this and waiting for something better, there's nothing better that's going to come, right? Like you're afraid that like, yeah, you have these great plans, like you're denying this because you have a better idea. You set that better idea out in motion. You say, hey, ships, go get me this. I want this job. I want this person. I want this car, like whatever, right? And you set it out in motion, but nothing comes back. The ships get lost at sea. The Kraken eats them, like Bermuda Triangle, like crazy shit, right? You're afraid like nothing's gonna come back out of this. Like nothing's gonna come out of like this planning and this efforts. All right, now that makes sense to me. So your outcome though is the Hermit in reverse, coming out of hermit mode. They're just like getting back out into the world, whether it's with this situation or with the new situation. I think it's it's probably like since you're turning down this situation or this offer, you're getting out there and seeing other things, experiencing other things, and moving forward that way versus staying with just this situation. Okay, now this is a little confusing. Your undertone of the read is the Six of Swords in the reverse. Six of Swords upright is like moving from like really rough and turbulent waters, moving to calmer waters, like moving on from really shitty situation, kind of like cutting your losses and moving forward to a better situation, knowing that like you're going from bad to good, bad to better. In the reverse, it could be not moving on, not moving to a better situation, or it's like just like choosing not to move on. But actually what I think this is, because your fear is not getting something, like your fear is like setting something in motion but not getting the return on it. I think that's what this undertone is about. It's like, yes, you're turning down this offer, but like ultimately you're afraid you're not going to be going to a better situation. You're afraid you're going to be stuck in the same place, right? So in the near future, sure, you might be like stuck, you might be stagnant for a little bit with this Hangman, but you're going to see things from a new perspective, and I think that's going to help you to move this situation forward and get what you actually do want, right? So, your advice, I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Anyway, I've been saying words weird. I said status the other day. Like, what? It's called status, bro. Not judging you if you say status, but like, I don't say status, so it was just weird to me. Anyway, your advice here, okay, the rain's kicking in. Good, next reading's gonna be dope. Your advice here is the Five of Pentacles, leaving something out in the cold. I think whatever this situation is, you need to just, you obviously don't want to move it forward, so I think you need to leave it out in the cold, or leave yourself out of the cold from the situation, whatever it is. Like, when I say out in the cold, like, for those that don't know tarot, the Five of Pentacles is there's a warm, happy, like, place right here, like a church or something. I don't want to say church. That kind of seems negative when you think about these two people being stuck outside. So it's like, it's cold. It's cold. It's shitty weather. These people are hurt. They're just looking for a place to go. Like, they're looking for asylum, but, you know, they're stuck outside. Like, this place, like, there's no door to it. Like, they can't get in. Like, they're stuck outside. They're left out in the cold, right? Your advice is leave it out in the cold. Whether it's you leaving yourself out in the cold from a certain situation or you kicking a certain situation out in the cold, right? So I hope that makes sense. Pisces, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. I hope it made sense. If it did, awesome. Like, share, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. But again, these are general readings, so it's not going to apply to everyone. But also remember, this is a general reading that, like, I don't know the situation at hand here. So apply it to whatever situation it makes sense for you. And that's what it's for. All right? All right, the reading wasn't that long either. Not as long as the other ones. Anyway, Pisces, catch you guys later in the next reading.